So after going to the supermarkets, well, two supermarkets, I was able to come back and start my baking. Now I've lined in the tins. Now what I'm using is the aluminium foil tins because I'm just making like the slabs of cake. Whenever I'm doing wedding cakes, of course, I'm using my PME tins, which I will link down below. I've had them for absolutely over a decade at this point, and they are so still incredible. I hand wash them. I don't have a dishwasher, so I think that's why they've lasted so much longer. Now I am weighing out each and every layer for the cake to make sure that it is even, because I was making one huge long cake. I wanted to make sure everything was super uniform and super even, and making sure that also I'm like spreading out the cake so there's going to be no domes. I always sift. I always have to sift. I feel like it's a non-negotiable to make sure I have like a light and fluffy cake. And whenever I actually crack eggs on social media, I do get comments of, wow, I've never seen anyone crack eggs like that. It's so much faster. When I worked at a bakery, it really does speed up the process of everything. And I like to whisk up my eggs beforehand to make sure it's nice and smooth. So vanilla extract. Now I always start off the year by making a huge batch that can last me. I used this back in the day, and then the cost of vanilla was increasing so much, so I was like, let's just make a huge amount of vanilla that's really pure, that doesn't have any oils or flavorings inside. It's literally just straight up vanilla beans, and you can see them at the bottom. I think it's just so yummy. And then just vodka. Some people do use bourbon. I just always use vodka. I might switch it up next year to see, who knows. But I get my vanilla beans in bulk. I will pop it just here where I normally get them from. They're Madagascan, and then I just scrape. I have like an afternoon where I just scrape everything down and then distill it. So this has been, or brew it, sorry. This has been going since January, and it's lasted me for the entire wedding season. I'm on my last bottle now. Bear in mind, I've had 52 weddings so far this year, and if not all of my cakes have a vanilla sponge inside it. So I did 8 bottles, I did 5 bottles. I did 5 bottles and it lasted me, this is 700 milliliters so far, and it's lasted me, and it's so strong and so powerful, and I really enjoy using it. I think this is what I'm going to do. Obviously it's not cheap because you're buying a good amount of bottles of vodka, and obviously the vanilla beans are not cheap either, but the sponge and like the smell and the taste is so much better than just getting a vanilla, like either vanilla flavoring or just normal vanilla. Well, as I said, this